Like, you're my dad. I'm supposed to catch you?
Alright, we're back with another Tom Macdonald video. We're checking out cancer today. But first, we must address something. A lot of people have been telling us they've been getting unsubscribed from our channel. So if you haven't been unsubscribed, let us know in the comments. We're trying to see how big of an issue this is. It's interesting. A lot of the Tom Macdonald comments get filtered, so if we don't reply to your comment or don't see it, that might be why. It's mainly on Tom Macdonald videos. It's very interesting. But let's get into it.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We'd give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting because it's how we survive. But it's scary because we don't know where we'll go when we die. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire.
Okay. The industry doesn't like Tom. The powers that be do not like Tom.
Nope.
He's doing a video on cancer. I thought this was going to be like a personal story, like about a relative or something like that. He's talking about the cancer industry, because it is an industry.
It is.
It is very much an industry.
I almost feel, I don't know, I just almost think that cancer has been like mutated or something, you know, because so many people die from cancer that it's like just a few years ago it wasn't as common, you know.
I don't know how common it was or wasn't, and how long ago, but
I mean, it's just like
it does seem like it's getting
seems
more
like it's
and more
and
common.
then people didn't used to get cancer that often in their 20s, and now it's like they're getting younger.
Right, yeah, that.
And like
I've seen that for sure.
it's just weird, you know.
It's odd.
And it's like we have all these conspiracy theories about like the food and the stuff like that, the environment and like 5G and stuff, but it's like nobody really knows. But I think they definitely can cure it because it seems also very like sudden.
Right, and if it is incurable, then they should say that and stop collecting billions and billions and billions in donations.
Yeah.
So that they're doing that, and like I said, we've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for decades. Like, where are the results?
Right. Yeah. I can't even lie. Like, I definitely thought, I mean, we should definitely get more into the video, but I thought cancer wasn't going to touch me because I didn't know anybody that had cancer or anything like that. Like, I thought it was like, oh, this, you know, October's this month, and like, you know, I thought it was like over there. And then like in the last like what 6 years, I had like 5 people in my family die of cancer. So I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves, we're dying to keep living. It's the system, it's a prison, we keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret. And our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long.
This kind of stuff makes me mad.
Why is that?
Because it's so cruel.
What is cruel?
Cancer is an industry.
Right. See, the thing why I just don't even know, because like, do they have a cure or not? I mean, that I guess is a conspiracy, whether they actually have the cure or they do not. It's like, if I knew for certain they had the cure, oh, I'd be livid too. But the industry, even without a cure, seems a little sinister.
I mean, I think of it like this. If like RSO, like how you made my dad, like how we tried to help him, if that seems to be like I feel like there should be a point where the government takes a step back and says, you know what, do whatever you got to do to try to survive. It's your life.
Right.
And they don't. Like, literally, weed is still criminalized, even if it can help.
Even if it just provides relief.
Even if it just provides relief while people are, like, literally, it's like, why doesn't the doctor offer you herbal and natural remedies that can ease your pain if you're going to die anyway? Like,
Right.
Why is it, like, that kind of stuff to me tells me that, oh, they're in this not for, your benefit. They're literally in it for money, and if it's not making them money the way that they want to make money, then you could die. They gave my dad an experimental chemotherapy pill, and I was like really mad at my mom because at this point my dad was on like 20 something medications and he was just delusional, which most of those he didn't even need because they had misdiagnosed him on the way to diagnosing him with cancer. And anyway, she gave him, I mean, it wasn't her fault. They basically sold it to them. But it was some tester type, chemotherapy pill, and it messed him up so bad. So bad. Like, he went from like functionally dying, like dying slowly, to like rapid. Like,
right. It was crazy.
He went from like able to like get up, eat some food, have a conversation, take a lot of naps, to like he couldn't even walk.
That pill must have been like a chemical nuke.
It was, I think,
like, he deteriorated so fast
so
after taking
fast.
that pill.
And I was mad at my mom because I was like, with all the research and stuff we do, I at least kind of have a distrust in that kind of stuff that I would never have let it. I would have never let him have it.
Right.
Never in a million years. And like by the time I found out about it, he had already taken it.
It's crazy. Like, with all this research, billions and billions of dollars in, well, allegedly going to research and all this stuff, like, how are we still like at the shotgun approach phase? Like, that pill was just like a shotgun pill, just obliterate everything.
Yeah.
Radiation, just like, oh, we'll just kill everything in this area. We're still at that phase.
I feel like the pill was basically like, if you want to die quickly, like if you don't want to prolong your life.
That's not what they told you.
That's not what they told.
But that's what it was.
That's what it was. And I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like there's a lot of people that are just kind of idiotic, and they don't have they're kind of ignorant. They just don't have they don't have their like self-worth is not at a point where their like defenses are up and they are distrusting, they just trust any and everybody. And then it's like, it's very easy to manipulate. Like, they had my dad literally on so many, they had him on drugs for dementia, drugs for degenerative disease. They had like all kinds of stuff that like they found out he had cancer, but they didn't take him off of it for months.
Ready
I
to
don't know.
into it?
Yeah.
Brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid, and you can experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight, and you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face, and you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long, but you are a fire when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
Yeah, they don't like Tom.
Definitely not. Okay, so that one part where he's like, nothing matters on your health. What did he say? Nothing matters on your health. Like something like all the money in the world won't help, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is why the health industries can prey on people.
Because everyone's so focused on money.
Well, because they know the state you're in once you have a health issue. It's like that is the only thing that matters in the world.
Yeah.
And so it makes people vulnerable. It's why your mom would like be willing to give your dad that experimental pill. I mean, he wasn't in a state where he could really say if he wanted the pill or not.
He wasn't.
You know what I mean? But that's why they can prey on her like that. I mean, your mom's not the researching type of person.
Right.
She's, well, experimental pill, it might work. Okay, let's do it.
Just like cry, diagnosed with cancer. He has 6 months. Okay, this will work. Like, she just very lives in her emotions, which a lot of people do. And in that space too, I feel like she didn't listen to a word I said. Like, it goes from like you know, day-to-day life. I feel like she, in general, there's a little bit of respect there. But when he was on his deathbed, she thought she was really doing the best for him, like not considering what I had to say at all. At all. Like, even everything we physically did, she didn't even follow through with.
Right. Because like, we wanted to try some holistic remedies because the pills and stuff, they had them on 20-something pills or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 19, 20, somewhere in that ballpark of prescription pills.
We like looked at them and broke it down. We were like, these all have interactions. He doesn't even need this. Like, we literally broke it down.
They were not working. He was just deteriorating. So we were like, might as well try some holistic remedies. And she did not want to do it.
No. She literally, I think she just trusted the doctors. And I don't even, the weird thing is though, I guess, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of still resent her for that. Like, I still feel like she didn't kill him. You know, I mean, it killed him. You know what I mean? No, I guess there's no person to blame, but it's like, we definitely could have helped. And what we did helped. And then all of a sudden it stopped. Like, she just stopped.
At the very least, it provided relief.
And he liked it. And it's like, you're giving him all his pharmaceuticals
We were
already,
giving him Rick Simpson oil.
which is like super extremely
It's like concentrated, edible, so to speak. But it's an oil, but it's super concentrated. And at the very least, it provided relief, and he liked it.
And
But she stopped giving it to him.
I don't know. It's like, I don't try to walk around with like resentment and stuff like that, but it's like, and it's like easy for me to try to blame her because I'm gonna blame somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this definitely is an industry, and if you're not on your P's and Q's, it can take advantage of you, you know? And then it's like, what's the alternative? Like, it's not that any of this holistic stuff we necessarily know it's gonna cure it or work. So,
But it's worth a try.
right? And sometimes I feel like people are like, oh, well, chemo's worth a try, you know? Like, they don't know if chemo, like, it's like some people survive that.
I mean, depending on the type of cancer you have, it might be worth a try. And other types of cancer, if you do like chemo and radiation especially, it might debilitate you. I mean, I don't think it's like a cookie cutter solution. There's so many different types of cancer.
It was so weird. It was like, literally, it was just like, cancer's this thing over there, and then all of a sudden, like, my uncle's wife, my dad's brother's wife, so my aunt, dies of throat cancer. Like, a year later, my dad's brother dies of bone cancer. His best friend and his brother, who was like a year older than him or something. And then our family dog dies of pancreatic cancer. And then my dad dies of liver cancer. And it was just like...
You said the mom? Your dad's mom?
Oh, no, I didn't say her.
Oh, wait, what did she do? That wasn't cancer.
Something, I don't know. I don't know what hers was. I don't know how she died. She died right before that, too. So it was 5 deaths. And then, but it was just like, back to back to back to back. It's like every year.
Wait, what did your aunt's husband, did you say that one?
Oh, that was when I was younger.
It's still cancer.
Yeah, true. When it was weird too, cause so basically my cousin's dad, so my dad's sister's husband, right? So my aunt, her husband, died maybe 10 years ago of cancer, and I actually saw him die. Like, it was pretty weird. Like, he was like laying there, and then he started just like he had like one of those oxygen tanks on. He started throwing up, and and then like he's throwing up and like all this stuff's coming out his eyes, his nose, his ears, and then they like rushed all the kids out the room like we were supposed to be saying goodbye, and it was like literally goodbye, and then he flatlined like right there, and it was really strange. But so that was a few years ago. Fast forward to my dad's funeral, and my cousin, so her dad had died of cancer, right? So she comes up to me at the funeral, and I will never forget how she hugged me. That was like the most strange, like welcoming hug I've ever had in my life. But it was like, kind of, in a way though, it was kind of nice, because it's like if you have close relatives who've died of cancer, then it's like a sort of, I see you, you know what I mean? Like you relate. But it's a club you never think you'll be in, you know what I mean? This cancer club is very like, sucks. It's very, very bad.
Yeah, I've only had one relative die from cancer, at least a relative that I was close to. You know what I mean? It was my grandma on my dad's side. It was when I was 17, I remember that night. That was like the first death that was kind of close, you know what I mean? That was not a good night. That's definitely, we were all crying in the basement together. It was crazy. But yeah, like you were saying, cancer seems like it's happening more and more often modern day. I don't know the statistics, so I'm hesitant to say it is for sure, but it seems like it definitely seems like it. But like Tom was saying, the world is full of carcinogens now.
Yes.
You're talking about the cigarette industry, liquor industry, all this kind of stuff that's legal to like sell us these addictions that may cause cancer. And then, I mean, you got the plastic, everything's packaged in plastic modern day. The water's polluted. What else? Wi-Fi. I've seen stuff about Wi-Fi and cell phone radiation, all this kind of stuff. Like all of it combined, okay, I could see it definitely contributing.
I mean, and also the stress. Like, I mean, if you think of, like they say, everybody has cancer cells in their body and stuff. It's like you compound that with like extreme pressure, like extreme, you know, chemical toxicity. And I bet, the happy chemicals in your body definitely can't win when the bad chemicals are
stress
just like,
all the time.
Yeah, just like overdrive.
And plus the chemicals in food.
Yeah, you're eating them, you're drinking them, like you're breathing.
I mean, we get chemicals everywhere.
Yeah,
we can't avoid it.
We're like walking chemical cocktails. But it's just, I don't know. It's just like I'm glad he made this song because the angle of this song, I thought it was going to make me really sad. But it actually made me really mad. You know, this is me really mad. I don't really get mad, but this is an issue that, I don't know, it's weird. I almost, like, at this point, as much money and attention and energy goes into cancer and it doesn't seem to help, I almost would rather people never talk about it ever. As if, like, you just never hear about it and then one day, everybody dies anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you start suffering from cancer and then you're going to the doctor to get diagnosed, it's
you
like
need resources.
You might want to know.
But also,
because kids get it now.
That's the weirdest. Like in the video, he had a child. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Losing a child seems literally like the worst possible thing you can experience. Seems so bad. And especially, I mean, I guess any type of accident, anything, losing a child would be really bad. But I bet watching them suffer with cancer is a different kind of pain. Because watching someone suffer with cancer in general is, like, different. Because it's almost like a, you know, I almost think of it like Walking Dead, like when you watch, like, the zombies. Like, you know what I mean? Apocalypse, it's like there's a slow decay of the body to where, like, the spirit is still there, but the body just becomes completely unfunctional until it just, like, kerplunks, you know? But it's like with injuries and stuff, it's kind of quick. Cancer, it's like I will never forget my dad had his shirt off and he's like trying to get some food from the kitchen and be like self-sufficient a little bit. And then his veins in his chest just literally, he was like a little bit lighter skinned than me. So he was pretty light. You could see the green veins and they just start going like in the middle of his chest, just like, and he's like, I'm about to fall. And I'm like, I'm like, am I supposed to, like, you're my dad. I'm supposed to catch you? I don't know. That stuff is crazy, though. It's like, I can see why people want to end it quickly, because it seems like a lot of pain to suffer through that, but...
It's not even legal to do that?
Yeah. 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 Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, this one makes me want to go down the rabbit hole.
And like figure out like what the numbers are and like what.
Right? Because I mean, all the things he brought up, like all the money going to research and been running for the cure and all this stuff for so long, all the ribbon stuff. It's like, dang, where is it going? Like, what's, you know what I mean? What has come of it? And maybe there have been a lot of treatments that have come of it that help. I don't know, but just like, dang. Like how hasn't there been a huge breakthrough that's national news? Like, oh, we've had a huge breakthrough with at least this type of cancer. You know what I mean? It's like
nothing.
This
nothing. They said, wow, those pharmaceuticals are really expensive though. We make a lot of money, so
let's make some more.
Let's make some more. It's just so sad.
Let's make some more that can keep you alive a little bit longer.
Literally, I would rather be dirt poor and have my family and be happy and healthy than to be rich. Like, I feel like if I had to choose, I would choose health and poverty over rich and unhealthy. You know what I mean? Because these people, these industry pharmaceuticals, these are mentally ill people. You know? I mean, it's just like sucking the money out of existence so they can be the last person on earth. I mean, what is the point?
Right.
How greedy can you be?
Ready to wrap it up?
Disgusting. Yes, I'm ready. Definitely. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't